Good day, everyone. Welcome to the pre-academic orientation for the school year 2020-2021. I'm your speaker for today. My name is Ms. Beverly Joan Rolda, the MAPI coordinator and part of the senior high school faculty, teaching literature, physical education and health, and media information literacy. The title for my talk for today is Digital Citizenship for the Digital Natives. I want to ask you, are you digitally fine today? Most of us use a lot of digital media in our media lives. Even when we don't realize it, having a balance between online and offline time is important. But healthy media balance might look different for everybody else. So according to Mike Ribble, students need to be educated on how to be good citizens of their country and what their rights and responsibilities are as members of the society. The same issues need to be addressed with regard to the emerging digital society so that students can learn how to be responsible and productive members of the society. In this new setting that we have, your role as students need to learn how to be responsible enough to handle and settle things in the online learning world. Not just in the online learning world, but wherever or what kind of digital platform you use. The world today is becoming increasingly digital. Moreover, technology is connecting us with people from all corners of the planet, creating a large community of digital citizens. In these trying times, we are 90% digitally connected to each other. We move, we create, and we learn digitally. On this slide I am showing now is the 9 elements of digital citizenship: digital commerce, digital communication, digital literacy, digital etiquette, digital law, digital rights and responsibilities, digital health and wellness, digital security or self-protection, and digital access. I will be discussing 8 of them, but the digital etiquette will be discussed by Ms. Kay Gangan tomorrow. So before we go there, here is a question. What is digital citizenship? Digital citizenship is how we should act when we are using digital tools, interacting with others online, and what we should be taught to help the next generation be better stewards of this technology. What is the purpose of this? It will help you understand what all technology users should know to use technology appropriately and responsibly. So who are the digital natives? Digital native is a term coined by Mark Prensky in 2001, used to describe the generation of people who grew up in the area of ubiquitous technology, including computers and internet. In short, these are people born or brought up during the age of digital technology and therefore familiar with computers and the internet from an early age. So you, my dears, are what we call as the digital natives. So now I am presenting to you the 9 elements of digital citizenship. The first element is what we call as digital access. It is the full electronic participation in the society. So not everyone has the same opportunities when it comes to technology. Digital exclusion makes it difficult to grow as a society. Helping to include everyone in the digital citizenship should be a bigger priority. Users need to keep in mind that there are some that may have limited access, so other resources may need to be provided. When we say limited access, others may have internet but no gadgets at all, or others may have the gadget but no internet connectivity at all. We need to be committed to make sure that no one is denied of digital access. An example of these digital access is like sending an email, okay? And another example is when people used to use digital access to research information online. So here I have is a digital access survey that you may want to ask yourself. How frequently is the use of a computer or electronic device? Are computers or electronic devices available at your school for student use? Do you have access to a computer or electronic device when you are not at school? Do you have access to the internet when you are not at school? So if you answered no, or sometimes in between the question number 3 and 4, that is what we call as limitations of digital access. So you may answer sometimes or no. Okay. The next element that I'm going to discuss is digital commerce. It is the electronic buying and selling of goods. It is being able to purchase and sell goods online. However, it goes further than that. It has become a normal routine to our lives and helps our market economy. So, an example of these that we have is the very famous Lazada and Shopee. Salamat Shopee. And of course, Paymaya, where I am sure some of your parents are using already this app. And GCash, this is a way of sending money and receiving money as well. And the online banks. Online banking, the banks that we do, you can even transact online. Next we have is what we call as digital communication. It is the electronic exchange of communication. Of course, an example of these is the very famous Messenger and Viber. The mere SMS is already a form of digital communication. Okay, I have examples of these. So, online messaging, posting on social media, playing multiplayer video games. Example is playing ML and chatting with others at the same time with your co-players, sending an email, and video chatting. So we have up next is digital literacy. It is the process of teaching and learning about technology and the use of technology. So examples of these are understanding how to use the web, browsers, search engines, email, text, wiki blogs, Photoshop, PowerPoint, and video creation, editing software, and the likes. Okay? So next we have is what we call as digital law, defined as the legal rights and restrictions governing technology use. Examples of these are copyright infringement, as you can see in the word art, plagiarism, illegal downloads, music, games, movies, and then piracy, stealing someone's identity, or commonly called as identity theft, cyberbullying, sending scams, and sexting. Okay, one example that we have is cyberbullying. Okay, so these are the signs if you see someone who is being cyberbullied. Okay, so you need to keep an eye on most likely your classmates or your friends. So one is sudden increased or decreased use in technology services. Child starts to avoid social situations that they previously enjoyed. Student social media accounts are suddenly shut down or created. Child exhibits strong emotional response to information on their digital device, and child appears to lose interest in classroom activities or peers. Okay, so you have to watch out for these signs. So the next digital element that we have is what we call as digital rules and responsibilities. It is the electronic responsibility for actions and deeds and those freedoms extended to everyone in the digital world. So what are your key digital rights? Okay. Your right to access and the use of computers, of course. Your right to use digital content, which is the social media or other platforms or blogs. Right to create and share digital media. So you might want to share photos, your videos. Right to privacy in digital communities. Right to express your ideas and opinions freely, and right to report anyone or anything that seems inappropriate. Okay, so what are your key digital responsibilities? What is this? You being as a digital person, you should use appropriate language and behavior when interacting with others. Respect the opinions and ideas of others. Obey all intellectual property laws. Do not use or share others' work without permission, because otherwise you will be given a case of plagiarism. Follow rules and or codes of conduct for every internet site. Responsibility to report cyberbullying threats and inappropriate use of digital resources. Okay? So these are your responsibilities, you as digital citizens. So I have here a wall, okay, of responsibilities where you may find thoughts to ponder. Okay, the eighth, digital health and wellness. Physical well-being in the digital world. Okay, so some of unhealthy habits of you in the digital world being unhealthy is eye strain and poor posture. So as you see in your screens, this is how you should be sitting and communicating as well while you are facing your desktops or your laptops. So in addition to physical dangers, if you are unhealthy digitally, is another aspect is what we call as internet addiction. It is a double-edged problem. Not only do users become dependent on the online experience, but they may also irreparably harm themselves physically. Okay, taken to an extreme, internet addiction can cause both psychological as well as physical problems. This is an issue that is being recognized around the world. Like how when you play video games and you don't eat, you don't sleep well because you stay up like 24 hours playing the video game, that is unhealthy, okay? And that it could build up sickness that you do not know. Some addiction experts are finding that the withdrawal symptoms associated with internet addiction are similar to those of alcoholics. To prevent various technology-related physical injuries, educators need to be encouraged. So we need to what? Limit our use, limit our use of games, our digital games as well. We should set time and our priorities straight as well. Okay. And last but not the least, we have the digital security, or what we call as the self-protection. It is the electronic precautions to guarantee safety. What are the things we need to protect from? Okay, what do we need protection from? Like cybercrime, hacked informations, phishing, password security, bad antivirus, identity theft, scammers, and the likes. So one of the things that we need to secure is making a strong password. How to make a strong password? So add numbers and symbols, avoid creating short passwords, 5 characters or fewer, choose a nonsense phrase instead of a real word, do not include personal information like your name, avoid telling anyone your passwords except your parents and teachers. Okay, so I have here tips to be digitally wise. So the first one is know what is right from wrong. One of the most basic lessons is practicing proper netiquette online. You will be learning this by tomorrow. So the rules of netiquette gives a cultural framework of proper behavior for getting along with others online. If you are getting along with others on a live session, might as well it is also good that you get along with others online. Okay? And then second we have is what we call, another tip is understand the consequences. You must understand that every decision you make online leaves a permanent digital footprint, and that could affect how they've perceived both online and in person down the road. So whatever you are in person and whatever that you do online, gives them a mark, people that you know, and it leaves a digital footprint. Okay, as a what is a digital footprint? It is a trait of data you create while using the internet. It includes the websites you visit, emails you send, and information you submit to online services. Okay, excuse me. Number three, third tip, don't talk to strangers. A password is the digital equivalent to locking your door. Create the highest strength password you could possibly can. Explain how to employ two-step authentication and other best practices to ramp up security. Okay, so create a strong password so that nobody can steal your accounts. Fourth tip, always play fair. Okay, so you can't simply copy and paste information or images found online, even when you offer citations. So, rule of the thumb, if you can find the copyright rules, don't use the information or images at all. Okay, if you cannot cite the person, don't use it anymore. And last, choose your friends wisely. So when you say something, see something, when it comes to cyberbullying, learn to recognize. So um, take a look, stop what you're doing, don't keep clicking, take a screenshot, save it, and print a copy, block or unfriend the bully. Tell an appropriate adult, might be your teacher, your, of course, the guidance counselor, where you could be comfortable talking to, and your parents about the situation. Provide them the proof or the one that you just made a screenshot of. Okay. So after this talk, your advisors will be posting over your homeroom groups in the discussion, my activity. So list 5 of your likes, shares, or posts. Okay, so list 5 of each recently liked post, recently shared post, and recently posted status. It may be done as in text form or in screenshot form. Okay, and that ends my talk for today. Let us all be digitally vigilant and be careful. Let us all excel in this new normal of learning. Thank you.